Hey, what's up, everyone? Have you ever purchased a course, a book, or you've taken some amazing notes and then never done anything with it? How would you like to basically never allow that to happen again? Never allow information to go to waste again. First of all, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another live video with myself, Muneer, and today I'm going to be sharing with you a technique that will allow you to never waste information from a book or a course ever again, so that you can go further and faster. So let's get going. What's up? So I want you to imagine one thing, right? Imagine for a moment like you came home and there are like all these checks over there, like and then like all these checks lying around. Would you just take these checks and just throw them away like the rest of, like, with all the other papers? No, because they're valuable. Like you wouldn't waste those checks. Those checks, that's money. But here's the thing. Don't people do that with the information that they learn? Have you ever been like you read a book and you're like, oh my God, this is so valuable, and then don't do anything with it? Have you ever been there? So today I want to share with you how we overcome that. First of all, what's up, MJ? Great to see you, buddy. Always a pleasure to have you tuning in, man. All right, so let's so today we're talking about how to stop wasting the potential of your courses, your books, and how to maximize the potential of your development. Hey, Mary. Mary's like, I want checks. Give me that money. Yeah, completely. Well, to be honest with you, learning is earning, and so that's what we're going to be talking about. How could you utilize anything that you learn so that you can earn more, right? But here's why this is so important. What I'm going to share with you is when we learn things, when we go into, like, you go into a course and you invest some money, etc., and you're like, oh my God, this is so valuable. But what happens? What happens is we take some notes, but then you enjoy hearing it, you understand it, but then it just goes into our short-term memory, and then we end up forgetting all of that, right? We forget things. Yeah, a sad face. Like you spend all this time and then you forget. Not nice. But what we want to do is we actually want to try and integrate that information, and we want to move short-term information. So what I'm going to be sharing with you today will help you not just take the information that you learn from your short-term memory to your long-term memory, but also because what happens is when we review our notes, let's say if you review your notes within a day, it actually increases your long-term memory by 70%. But if you teach it, it takes your retention to a whole nother level, and that increases our chances of applying in the future. And that's something that thank you. That's something we all want, right? So let's talk about this, and maybe you've seen this in different areas of your life. Like, for example, if you learn how to cook, some of the techniques that I'm sharing with you aren't rocket science. Like, if you've ever learned how to cook, someone tells you how to cook, you really learn it properly by doing it. Like, you get in the kitchen, that's when you start to integrate it more deeply. If someone shared with you, okay, this is how you drive, you start to learn by doing, right? By getting hands-on experience. So let me tell you a very, very quick story. Let me give a little bit of a soundtrack to my story. As many of you know, I'm very big on learning. I invest time every single day to learn new things, to develop myself. I love learning. And I also make daily videos. This is, I think, my 205th consecutive daily video. And I make videos every single day on my YouTube and my Facebook. However, I've had struggles because, like, I have to figure out, what do I talk about on a daily basis? These are things that I got to figure out. But then also, on a separate note, I got to figure out, how do I apply what I learn? How do I make sure that, because I'm learning everything, it's things daily, how do I make sure that I really integrate this at a whole nother level? And yesterday I went to this training, and there's a guy over there by the name of Ray Higdon. He's doing a training. And when I was listening to him, and he was like, he's a guy that goes live every single day. He's been going live for a couple of years, like for a few years. And I was like, wow, this guy is doing, like, he's further along this path. And he was talking about how he invests in his learning every day. But then he said, I did one thing that really allowed me to speak more easily, but also to contribute more and integrate those learnings at a deeper level. And he said, every day I teach what I've been learning, the exact things that I learned the day before. And the most amazing thing about that is, because you have to review your notes in order to teach, that means you're reviewing your notes. That increases your retention 70%. But then when you teach, it increases the retention even more, even deeper. And so even if you don't apply the information straight away, you integrate it at a much deeper level very, very quickly. And so I was like, okay, that's amazing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share with you Ray Higdon's ILT framework, and this is a powerful framework, and you'll see I am actually doing it. Here's the crazy thing, I'm doing it. So first part is invest your time, invest your money, invest like so that you can grow, right? And what a lot of people come to me and sometimes they say is like, oh, you know what, Muneer, I don't have time, I don't have money, etc. Oh, I get it. And the reality is, if you are investing more in your entertainment, more time on your entertainment, or more money than in your entertainment, this is what Billy Jean, a guy by the name of Billy Jean, taught me. He said, then if you're investing more time on your or more money on your entertainment, then you do have time and you do have money to invest in your education. So and I love my Netflix as well. So I'm not like preaching or whatever. I'm just saying that he had an amazing point, and I was like, okay, great. So you got to invest a little bit of time, a little bit of money, even if it's a portion or whatever of your entertainment, but you've got to do it to grow, because we're either growing or we're dying. So I'm like, okay, I invest. So yesterday I had invested in a program. I was learning some online marketing, etc. So you invest. That's step number one. Invest time, invest money to growing yourself. Step number two is you want to learn. And this is like about taking notes. Like you don't just passively listen, like actively take it in and learn it. Take notes. So that's the L in the ILT. And then the third step is teach it. Teach it. No, by the way, notice what I'm doing right now. I am doing this. I did the I did the L, and now I'm doing the T. And so when you teach, again, you integrate it at a whole nother level. Now, he had two bonus steps. And this is what had gotten him speaking on other people's stages. And I was like, oh, you know what? I would love to speak on other people's stages. So the first one was Edify. What does Edify mean? It's like you give respect to the other person, you know, and what happens is typically you respect, like you show appreciation to the person that you learned it from. They sometimes pick it up. So it's kind of like I like you. Do you like me? I like you. Do you like me? It's one of those things, and you get some great results. So edify the person that you're learning from, and you'll be surprised. It's sometimes it gets picked up, especially if you're doing it publicly. So that's the first of the bonus steps, and then execute. Like nothing shows that you are really appreciating someone's method, someone's work, someone's techniques more than like applying what you've just learned, right? And people will appreciate if you are applying what someone has just taught. They will appreciate it. And so this is how you not only integrate and learn at a deeper level, but how do you get in front of people and start to get noticed by some of the people that are teaching these bits of information. So that's the that's the ILT framework with a bonus EE. And so the next step is, so what I'd say is, stop learning that remains passive. Execute and teach for results that are massive. Maybe I should put a bit of a soundtrack to that. Yeah, let me do it. Here we go. Stop learning in a way that's passive. Execute and teach for results that are massive. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you, MJ. It's always a pleasure to see you, buddy. And if you want more information, I go live every single day. You are welcome to subscribe to youtube.com/Muneer. I would love to share my daily videos with you and some of my learnings with you, and hopefully shortcut your journey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you. Lots of love. Peace out. I will see you on another video real soon. Peace out. One love. See you soon. Thanks.